Blessed love, everyone. Welcome to Murphy's Catering Kitchen, where good food prepared. Wish you were here to have some. Now, tonight, I'm about to make a lasagna. So as you can see, I have my frying pan on already for my ground beef. I have the water on for the noodles. But before I do that, let me give thanks and praise unto the Most High for His guidance and protection, His grace and His mercy, His everlasting love, and to know that without Him this is not possible. Or where my life is concerned, nothing is possible. So I want to continue to praise Him, I want to continue to glorify Him, and call upon Him each and every day. I also want to say enough love to my mom, brothers and sisters, and friends. Okay, so let's get into it. So we're going to start the lasagna. So we have the frying pan on. We have the ground beef. So we're going to get the ground beef seasoned up a bit. First we're going to get it out of the container, out of the plastic bag I should say, I'm very sorry. As you know, you don't wash ground beef, right? Okay. So we're going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Teaspoon of black pepper to start. About a half a teaspoon of paprika to start. And also a tablespoon of soy sauce. That's all stuff to start it. So just gonna mix it up a bit. That's it. I'm gonna add it now. As you can see, the frying pan is hot. So here we go. No oil, no water, just the ground beef, because it's sweat water, and after the water dry out, then it starts frying, browning a bit. So we get that in, cover that a bit, get this in the sink, and I'm gonna work on the vegetables right now. I'm gonna clean up the vegetables, the green pepper, red pepper, tomato, onion, get that all cut up and put it aside for the ground beef. So right now for the noodles, let me turn the fan on for a bit and bear with me. Tablespoon of oil, turn the fire back on high. So while that's there and getting bubbled back up again, I'll be back in a minute, in a quick second. So give me a bit. Okay, welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Good food prepared, and you wish you were here to have some. So here's the ground beef going. While it's doing its thing, you gotta keep breaking it up because you want it as loose as possible. You don't want it chunks of beef. You know, you're trying to get it nice so everything all portioned out proper. That's good. So now what I'm gonna do, add the noodles in the hot water. So that's ready. 1, 2, 3. Don't put them in like this, because if you do that, then they all stick together and they won't be any good for you. You have to be ripping them apart, and then the noodles won't be good. So you put them in aside. Them in aside just like that. And there you go. And you just gently move them around so they don't stick in there. And that's it for the noodles. Just let them stay there until it's cooked. Then we pour it in a container and cool it down. In the meantime, let me get rid of this box. Okay, so now we're going to focus on the vegetables. Here we go. Half a green pepper. Half a red pepper. I'm going to use 1 tomato because I don't think I need more than that. As you can see, I'm washing the vegetables. That is very important. I also have a clove of garlic. So there you go. So now, let's check the ground beef again. Okay, there we go. Getting there. I don't do it for just 5 minutes or 10 minutes because I want to make sure that the beef is properly brown, sauteed inside there, you know. So when I'm doing it, I don't have no blood inside of some parts of the meat or stuff like that. So as you can see, if you see right here, I didn't put no oil, no water, but it does its own thing by itself. Okay, so let that continue doing its thing. Let's check the noodles. Yep, very loose, not sticking together. Okay. So let's cut up the onion. First, here we go. And while you're cutting up your vegetables, I have to tell you, just be careful with the knife. Just dice it up. That's all you're doing to it. Dice it nicely. That's the onions, that's the green pepper. there we have that. Let's put this in first. Nice. That's how it's supposed to be. That's how I want it to look. Exactly that way. So now, we have green pepper, red pepper, onions. Press that back for it there. I'll be back in a second with you. Okay, welcome back. So when we last left just now, I had the onions, green pepper, red pepper. So now I'm going to add the tomatoes. You can put as much vegetables you want in your lasagna as you choose. But I'm just giving you a recipe here for the size that I'm making. There we go. So about 10 minutes to brown the meat. And you give it another couple of minutes to get the vegetables all cooked before you add the sauce and so forth. So what I'm going to do right now is taste it to see if I need to put any more salt, pepper, and paprika. So far, I'm going to add half a teaspoon of salt more. And a half a teaspoon black pepper. So I'm going to give that about 5 minutes before I add the sauce to it and finish put the other little touches that I always put. And let you see what's going on. So let's check the noodles and see how far we are. Here's the noodles. Alright, not bad. Give it about another 2 minutes, then it should be okay. Okay, so I'll be back with you in a second and we'll take it from there after. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back. So we're going to check up on the noodles one more time because we don't want it overcooked. We want it nice. And as we always say in school, al dente. Yeah, okay, that's good. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to take it off, strain it off. Get the cold water running on it. Let that cool down. So we rest this over here for a bit. Now we're going to check the beef. Alright, here we go. Right on. Now this looks good. It's ready for me to put the sauce in now and my little extra added stuff. So here we go. 1 bottle of sauce. Oh, sorry. Just add a little water to wash out what's inside of it. Checking on the noodles at the same time, make sure it's cooling down proper, you know. You don't want to make mistake and think you got cold water running, and when you realize you have warm water running instead. So that's doing good. Rest that there for that second. Focus on this one. Okay. So now I'm gonna add the garlic. See, I cut the garlic small. I don't want the big chunks because I don't like to bite into the garlic, but it is good for you and it's good to cook with. So about that much. That over there. Add that in there like that. See, I got some thyme here. Let me turn this off for a second. We don't break it up, we just strip it off just like that. Okay. If you could only smell this sauce right now, trust me, it smells real good. Okay, so now I'm gonna add my little extra stuff. So give me a minute, let me clean up, and then we'll get back and put the finishing touch on the sauce and get ready to put the lasagna together. All right? Okay, welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Good food prepared. Wish you were here to have some. So when you last left, I told you I was going to show you the little extra stuff that I put into my meat sauce. So I'll put about a tablespoon barbecue sauce, tablespoon of ketchup. Normally I use brown sugar, but brown sugar is all out, so I'm going to add some plum sauce to substitute for the brown sugar. And a tablespoon of plum sauce. Yeah. Look good, smell good. And tastes good. Okay. So the noodles is all finished. The sauce is done. Take it out, put it aside, turn the stove off. I'm gonna get all these stuff put away. Then we're gonna come back. We're gonna grater the cheese. I don't buy the cheese in the bag. One of the reasons is I don't know how long the cheese has been in the bag. And you know, sometimes you buy the cheese, the grated cheese, and you look at it, it almost looks like chalk powder or something. You just kind of have that look to it, and I don't like that. So I rather to grate my stuff. I like things the hard way. Put it that way. So I'll be back in a bit. All right. Welcome back. So let's do that. I said we're gonna do the cheese. We're gonna grater it so you can see. Pulling it out of the package. Cut some chunks. I use the marble cheddar. I don't just use the plain, what do you call it, cheddar cheese or Swiss cheese or Parmesan cheese. No, I use the marble cheese. All right, so here we go. So I'll just grate a few pieces for people who never seen it this way before, because it's not only one set of people I think gonna watch this video. Many people are gonna watch it. So here we go. That's how we used to do it before we have shredder. We used to do it ourselves on the grater. Here we go. like I said, I like to do things the hard way. And your food tastes better too when you do it the hard way and you do it from scratch and yeah. I'm just gonna finish this up. Get rid of this last piece. So remember tonight, lasagna and garlic bread. So we're just working on the lasagna first, get it out of the way, get it all set up, put it inside of the oven, let it do its thing, and then we can work on the garlic butter. We're making that from scratch also. We'll show you everything. So be back in a bit and I'll show you when we're ready to put the lasagna together. That's the next time we'll talk. See you in a bit. Okay. Welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Good food prepared. Wish you were here to have some. So now we're going to put the lasagna together. All right. So here we go. First thing first. Add meat sauce in the bottom. Just a bit, not much in the bottom. You add a little cheese. Just like that. Add a little more. One. Two. Three. And then you go back again. So it's meat, cheese, noodle. Meat, cheese, noodle. Just like that. All the way until you reach the height that you want it at or how big of a lasagna you're making. And you don't have to really worry if it's not covered all over, because when everything start going, then it just come together. So this is the second level. You're not putting too much cheese in the first couple of layers. You just put a good amount, because the important part is the top part. So here we go. One. Two. Three. And then you go right back again. Same thing. And sometimes you have leftover sauce. You don't worry about that. We're going to work on something with the leftover sauce. We're going to show you what to do with the leftover sauce. Looks good, eh? Yeah, it looks real good, and the sauce smells real nice too. Trust me on that one. So here we go. Another layer of cheese. So I'm gonna finish putting this together, but before I put it in the oven, I'll let you see how it finished and how it looks like before it goes in the oven. So I'll be back with you in a minute. Okay, welcome back. Let me give it to you from another handle. So here we go, we're putting on the last layer on the lasagna. The oven is already set at 300 degrees. So there we go. I think that's the last row. There we go. Here we go, looking all good. Don't it looks good? Okay, let's add the cheese now. There we go. So there we go, that's it. So I'll put together. So now, I have a container here. This container is to prevent the sauce, when it starts getting bubbly inside of the oven, and it comes over in the oven and it can cause a fire inside there. So what I normally do, get this out of the way, get this out of the way, get this out of the way. Got that there. There's the lasagna, ready. Put it in like that. And just put it in the oven just like that. I would say about 15-20 minutes should be ready. So I'm gonna go back, put away all the sauce, clean down my counter, and when I come back we'll work on the garlic butter for the garlic bread. See you in a bit. Okay, welcome back to Murphy's Catering Kitchen. Now we're gonna make the garlic butter. So here I have 4 cloves of garlic, I haven't made a video in a while. I haven't get a chance to get my channel up because my camera lady was on vacation. She finally came back, so trying to see if I can get everything done proper today and get my channel going, so you guys can get a chance to see everything and only seeing bits and pieces on my other channel, which is How Can I Help Speak On This, the other channel that I have on YouTube. So anyway, let's get back to this. So here we have the garlic. Got 4 cloves of garlic. We're going to cut them real small. Before we do that, let's take a look at the lasagna first. Okay, there we go. Lasagna look good, right? There we go. Okay. See about a good 7 minutes, 8 minutes, and then it should be done. Careful of the knife, please. You want to cut it up as fine as possible because you don't want no chunk of garlic unless you're a person who don't mind having chunks of garlic in your mouth. Homemade garlic butter. You always get it different when you buy it at the store, but I'm going to show you, like I said, I like to do everything from scratch. That's just how I am. See it? Nice and fine. So you chop it as fine as possible. And depending on how garlicky you want your garlic butter to taste. You know, garlic butter can make also with garlic powder. It doesn't have to be the straight up garlic clove. But to make it the right way, this is how you got to do it. Alright, there's the garlic. So we're going to do that garlic butter. Four cloves of garlic. And a half a butter dish. Half of that dish of butter. There is a half because I already had some butter in the dish before. So now we're going to do this.